guys, welcome to my channel. I am so excited to finally be posting my first video. I decided to go for a really smoky bronzy eye with the deep burgundy lip and dewy skin. Starting off, I'm going to take my Hanalei Sugar Lip Scrub, which is going to exfoliate and moisturize the lips. Now I'm taking my Nip and Fab primer, and this minimizes the appearance of pores and fills them in and leaves a nice tacky base. And on top of that, I'm using my e.l.f. silicone primer. Now I'm just going to take my Benefit POREfessional's primer and go over the same area. Moving on to foundation, I mixed the L'Oreal True Match and Maybelline Fit Me Dewy foundation. The Maybelline Fit Me Dewy has a really pink undertone, so I like to neutralize it and warm it up with the L'Oreal True Match. Next, I'm going to be taking a damp beauty blender and begin pouncing that product into the skin to get a nice, even, luminous coverage. Now I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, and I'm going to take the Orange Matte shade as a transition shade for my crease. Then going back into the palette, I am taking bronzy shade on the bottom left into the crease and up towards the brow bone. Going into that palette again, I'm taking the deepest bronzy shade and working deeper into the crease and a little bit more towards the lid. So now just taking the Carli Bible palette, I'm going to take that bronzy deep shade in the middle and work that onto the lid and a bit into the crease. Going back into the Chocolate Bar palette with that deepest bronze shade and going on the lid. I don't have a clip of that, but now I'm smoking out the lash line with that dark, deep chocolatey color from the chocolate bar. I believe it's at the top right. So that just created a nice smoky wing. Now I'm going to go ahead and conceal the sides of my nose, down the center of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. I'm just going to conceal and highlight with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade medium. I'll leave everything I'm using down in the description box, just in case I forget to mention anything. Now that I got that on, I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. After everything's nice and blended out, I'm going to take my Coty Airspun Loose Powder and Naturally Neutral and bake everything. I'm using my Real Techniques complexion sponge to put that on. I'm going to let this bake sit for about 10 minutes, I think it was. Just going to keep everything in place all throughout the day. Now moving on to the brows, which took me forever. I'm using my e.l.f. Duo. I switch in between the shades medium and dark, but today I'm using the dark one. Just going to fill in my brows and take my NYX gel in the shade dark. Now I'm going in with my Sonia Kashuk Cream Highlight Stick. This is going to serve as a nice base for the powder highlight I'm going to be adding on later in the video. Just really makes the powder highlight pop. Now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I use those two outside contour colors. Just going to bronze and contour the skin up all over my face. Temples, cheekbones, forehead. Now I'm taking my Becca Split Pan, the Champagne Pop Split Pan. I'm using the color Flower Child for a blush, and to top it off, I'm going to use my NYX Blush Terracotta. It's a really pretty blush topper. And just to make everything a little more neutral and soft, I'm going to take my NYC Bronzer I'll list it down below and put that over top as well. Now I'm just going to pounce or blend that in with my beauty blender, pouncing everything in just to make it a little more soft and natural. I'm going to chisel out my cheekbones using that same Coty Airspun powder. This is just going to sculpt out that contour and make sure everything's nice and crisp. Now going in with my Laura Geller highlight, and I'll list the brush down below. I know it's a Luxie brush. I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones, and I'm going to apply a lot, as always. I cannot help it. Now I'm going to add some to the tip of my nose and down the bridge of my nose. Now going back to my under eyes, I'm using some of the darker bronzy shades and that deep chocolate shade. Now here's a clip of me poking myself in the eye. Now I'm taking that same Laura Geller highlight and putting it on my brow bone. I'm also going to be putting it on the inner corners of my eyes. Now going in with a bronze eyeliner I have, I'll list it below. Just going to put that on my waterline and dust away that bake and blend everything in to make sure everything is just blended as one. There's no harsh lines. Now I'm taking these lashes. I forgot the name of the brand, but I'll list it down below. While the lash glue is drying on those, I'm going to apply some L'Oreal Carbon Black Mascara to the top and bottom lashes. Now that the lash glue is tacky, I'm going to go ahead and apply those. Next I'm going to take my MAC lip pencil in the shade Night Moth, really deep burgundy, almost purple shade. And right here I realized that I forgot to apply highlight to my Cupid's bow, and I cannot forget that. So now I'm back to just lining my lips and filling them in halfway. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my Color City Be Matte lipstick in the shade Francesca and just fill in the rest. Now I'm taking a lip brush just to get more precise application. Now that the look is complete, I'm going to set everything with my Maybelline Master Fix setting spray just to make sure everything looks a lot more natural and stays in place throughout the day and is less powdery. So that's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up.